Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. Great to be with you. Thanks for tuning in today. Hope you're having a good start to your day. You had a wonderful weekend. All is good, and we're here, you're there, and that works for me. So today, I mentioned last week that I had given a talk, I think it was last Sunday, or the Sunday before, and the theme was radio in the 21st century, and I was talking about what I think radio needs to do in the 21st century to stay relevant, and especially terrestrial radio, and what has to happen with it, and specifically with health talk shows. That was really the focus. That what do health talk shows need to do, health talk radio in the 21st century to stay relevant? And I mentioned that it needs to talk about issues that are cultural, social in nature, environmental in nature, and move a little away from a direct chemical, biological connection to health, medical connection. You know, all those things are important. Anatomy, physiology, biology, I get that. And we talk a lot about that and how that's implicated in health, wellness, and well-being. But there are certain issues that need to be addressed that may not focus on what's going on with your particular body, inside your body, any particular disease, but get to certain conditions that exist in society or in a culture. And I've alluded to the issue of and the concept of food deserts over the years. I have talked about them and have mentioned them. And it's an important concept. And there was a story that was trending today, and I'll get to that in a second, about store locations and where stores are located and what that has to do with people's health and whatnot. So if I get a moment, I will address that and the concept of food deserts. It's related to that story. It sort of implies or implicates food deserts, and I'm going to try to report on it if I get a moment. 877-897-8255. Dominique Clark is my guest today, and she has a number of some new things to report about Jarrow formulas, and I'm looking forward to that. So we'll get into that with her. You're invited to call the show anytime you want, and don't hesitate. We encourage, we like the dialogue. So beyond what I alluded to in a second. I'm going to try to get to that story. And what that story has to deal with, you'll be very surprised. There's a variable that has an impact on people's health that you would never probably associate with people's health and where they live and what's in the neighborhood. And there's, again, it's sort of related to food deserts, but you'll see what I mean when I get to it. Now, there was a study trending this morning. I thought it was pretty interesting, dealing with the Mediterranean diet. And it was published, the study was published in a very prestigious journal called the European Heart Journal. As far as I can tell, it's pretty prestigious. It's a pretty good journal, peer-reviewed scientific journal. And what was interesting about the study is that the study was primarily done as a clinical trial for a particular drug, okay? But they collected data on people's diets in the study. And it turns out that the Mediterranean diet emerged in this study. This is not the first one, because I've reported on it many times about the Mediterranean diet, this pattern of eating, this dietary pattern that's been associated with reduced cardiovascular and total mortality in large epidemiological studies. This is not the first time. And this particular trial, again, reinforces the whole idea of a Mediterranean diet, which I'll describe to you in a moment. But according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, heart disease is still the #1 cause of death, or if you want to call it, killer, of men and women in the United States. About 610,000 Americans die of heart disease every year. I'll repeat that. This is a quote. Around 610,000 Americans die of heart disease every year. Someone in our country has a heart attack every 43 seconds. Think about that. We could do the math. I'm on the air for 2 hours. We could calculate. It's almost a person a minute. If you wanted to round it off to 60 seconds, that would be more than 120 people will die in the course of my show today due to heart disease. 60 minutes in an hour, 2 times 60 is 120. I rounded it up to 60. It's 43, so it would be better than 120 people. Think about that. And one of the two of the major risk factors for heart disease are diet and lifestyle. Genetics plays a part. So what people eat and the way they live is affecting, it will influence their odds of suffering from heart disease, coronary artery disease. And over these many years now that I've been on the air reporting, it's pretty clear to me there are a lot of healthy ways to eat. This is just one of them. And I'm not saying everybody should be on a Mediterranean way of a dietary pattern of eating. I'm not saying that. But I am pretty convinced that a Mediterranean dietary pattern is better for people, especially if they have a propensity for heart disease and generally overall health, compared to the so-called what is now referred to as the Western diet, meaning Western world. And this new research, yet again, reinforces the finding that the Mediterranean diet can decrease, the risk of heart attack and stroke in people who already have heart disease. How about that? That's good news for a change. At the same time, they said it suggests the findings did it. If people avoid the unhealthy aspects of a Western diet, they also avoid worsening their risk of cardiac problems. So if you're not going to eat the Mediterranean diet, and okay, that's fine. If you can avoid eating a Western type of diet, Western style type of diet, meaning Western culture, that's good too, but what's the alternative for you? You have to find some other healthy way of eating. And I'm not a big fan of the idea that because there's a Paleolithic diet, the Crone diet, whatever diet, Mediterranean, that's suitable for everybody. Everybody has to pick a healthy way of eating that fits their nutritional preferences, their lifestyle, and their health. I'll be back.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit TakeSolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace for a good night's rest naturally.
Hi, I'm Kate. I try to eat a healthy diet, but the irony of eating healthy foods, like broccoli or beans, is that even though they're healthy for us, they can still cause occasional digestive upsets. That's why I take a Digest Smart high-potency enzyme with every meal. Digest Smart is from Renew Life, the digestive care experts. It's the first digestive enzyme certified by Izyme, the International Enzyme Testing Program. Each capsule provides a full spectrum of 25 powerful plant-based raw enzymes to break down each major food group, including carbs, fats, proteins, and fiber. Digest Smart enzymes also feature targeted delivery capsules to reach your intestines, where 90% of digestion occurs. Digest Smart promotes more complete breakdown of the foods you eat and optimizes nutrient availability. Plus, it helps ease digestive upsets and supports your overall digestive health. Now that's really smart. Digest Smart is from the makers of Ultimate Flora Probiotics, and both are available in health food stores everywhere.
Is your skin showing signs of aging? Do you want hair with more body and stronger nails? Add NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C to your daily routine to help you regain your youthful, vibrant appearance. Collagen is the body's key structural protein, and it is critical to the elasticity and strength of connective tissues like skin, ligaments, and tendons. Recent clinical studies suggest that supplementing with collagen may reduce wrinkles and increase the firmness of your skin, improve the thickness of your hair, and strengthen your nails. Previously, medical studies also show a wide range of benefits from collagen supplements that may help with your joint pain, bone strength, and exercise recovery. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C provides 100% pure collagen that's hydrolyzed for maximum absorption. Results are felt and seen within weeks. Super Collagen Plus C promotes a healthy body by providing specialized nutritional support to help fight the effects of aging. NeoCell's Super Collagen Plus C products are available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted Best Independent Chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, VSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
One of the things that we take for granted is that we have access to food, right? You don't have to go out hunting and gathering. In modern society, hunting and gathering amounts to going to a grocery store. For our ancient ancestors, that meant a whole different, you spent your day a little differently hunting and gathering. It's one thing to go to the supermarket, to go to Publix or wherever you shop. It's another matter to have to go out into the wilderness and find your dinner or whatever your time of the day is, whatever meal you're trying to get. We take that for granted. And I understand. I get it, right? Now, you would, besides the elderly who are financially and struggle and have to make choices between their medications and their food, right? Which one to buy. That's a topic for another day. There are people who don't have access to food. Those people can live in a food desert, which will come up here in a second. But there's something else going on here where people have a difficult time getting access to food, and it's because of, are you ready? Store hours. The number of hours the store is open, the grocery store is open. And it turns out that in affluent neighborhoods, people have access to food almost 24 hours, 24/7, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They have no problem. Some grocery store, some big chains will be open all night. But there'll be a grocery store of one sort or another in these affluent neighborhoods. Such is not the case in low-income neighborhoods. At least that's what this particular study revealed. And it was store hours being an obstacle to fresh foods in low-income areas was the title of the press release. And one of the authors in the study, a researcher by the name of Dr. Jill Clark, an assistant professor at Ohio State's John Glenn College of Public Affairs, said, quote, "Let's say you're stringing together a few jobs and you get off work at 10 o'clock and your market closes at 8. It's a big problem," close quote. She said, "It's just another burden that we are placing on families that already have so many burdens," close quote. Now, this issue has been looked into. Advocates, policymakers of one sort or another, political and otherwise. And they're taking a look at the issue of how to eliminate these food deserts. This is related to food deserts. Food deserts, I'll define that in a second, are places where no grocery stores exist or you have to drive a long way to get to a grocery store. That's how one way to operationalize it as well. But there may be grocery stores in the neighborhood, but they close at such an early hour, people don't have access to the food in the later parts of the day. So proximity, density, diversity of food retail stores in neighborhoods is a big issue. And how long the stores stay open turns out to be a big issue also. It's not just getting people to stores, it's whether or not there are lights on when you get to the store, Dr. Clark said. Time is a resource that we should not discount, close quote. So what they did is they looked at its store hours in a place called Franklin County, Ohio. It's the home of Columbus, the state's capital. Federal estimates of supermarket access put Franklin County near the national average. An estimated 23.7% of the county's 1.2 million residents have low access. 1.2 million residents have low access and defined as living more than 1 mile from a supermarket in urban areas and more than 10 miles in rural areas. Where I live, I can spit and hit the grocery store from my house. I could literally walk to it. It's a major Publix. It's a public store. Overall, they found that access lowest from 12:30 to 5:30 a.m. Not surprising. The peak of access was around 11 a.m. and stores started to close around 7:30 p.m. The researchers discovered that in neighborhoods that did have stores, an average of just 23% of people had good access based on both store location and hours. Clearly, the correlation was low income, poorer neighborhoods, stores close early. And for a number of different reasons. Crime rates, just not a good neighborhood, whatever, they close the store. But a lot of those poor people are having to work 2 and 3 jobs. They don't get off work till late, and so they have to really plan to get their food. Now, these food deserts, for rural areas, especially in those in the South, the average for the past decades, Americans have driven on an average 6 miles, that's 9 kilometers, between home and their closest grocery store. For rural areas, the trip is a heck of a lot longer. In lower Mississippi Delta, it may take a grocery store may be as far as 30 miles away, 48 kilometers. How inconvenient would that be? I don't know. We assume everybody has access to food. Not so much as we now just learned.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace, for healthy sleep naturally.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natrol, Own Your Health, Alga Life, Algae for Life, NeoCell, the true science of collagen, CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
So, D-E-S-E-R-T can be used as a noun, desert, or a verb, which is to desert. And apparently in some neighborhoods across the country, in communities, grocery stores have deserted those neighborhoods, and they're food deserts. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. I was just reporting on a story about store hours in these neighborhoods where there may be grocery stores in some of these more economically depressed areas, but they close early. And then some of the neighborhoods don't even have grocery stores, and people have to drive as far as 30 miles to get to a grocery store. You'll find a lot of fast food chains, though, in them. You'll find a lot of pawn shops. You'll find a lot of liquor stores, right? They're in abundance. They're all over the place. For a kid to go get an apple, and there are no damn trees growing there, apple trees, that's for sure. So for a youngster to get an apple is short of a miracle. And in fact, in some of those locations across metropolitan cities, major cities in this country, you show a kid an apple in a photograph or an image and has a hard time telling you what it is. I'm not making that up. My guest is Dominique Clark. Show that. You have that map? No car, no supermarket store. If you're watching, we're showing you a map. No car and no supermarket store within a mile. All those highlighted dots that you see in the different percentages. And you can, if you notice, through the south, moving towards southwest, lots of food deserts. See that? It's amazing. That's where it's concentrated.
What's really alarming is it says no data available for the entire state of Hawaii and Alaska.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I wouldn't imagine Hawaii. I don't know about Hawaii, Alaska. There's lots of territory, not many. It's not as densely populated. So that wouldn't be a good state necessarily to use as an example. But this map is quite revelatory. My God, look at that. Northeast, moving south, going southwest, heavily concentrated with food deserts. My guest is Dominique Clark, educator for Jarrow Formulas. And Dominique is a regular guest on Let's Talk Nutrition. Jarrow Formulas is, I tell you, in the spirit of transparency, a regular, is a sponsor of, Let's Talk Nutrition, has been almost since the inception of the store. Dominique, welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. How far do you have to drive to get to the grocery store?
I would say it's about 4 miles.
It's not bad.
Miles at the most.
That's not bad. Would you drive? What if you had to drive 30?
That would be terrible.
It would be
terrible. And and it's funny because as you're reporting on this story, I'm thinking, a couple things on different parts stories that you reported on. So on this one thing about the food desert, when I drive in my territory, which is very large, I'm in a lot of rural areas. And I'm on back roads. And that is my very first thought every time. For the last decade of my life of being an educator for Jarrow, I have had that very same thought. Where do these people grocery shop?
Because they're not there. And where's your region is located where?
I go as far south as Port Charlotte, and then I go as far north as Mobile.
And so you're in a lot of rural areas. Of course, there are farms there, and they have food supply from their farms. But a farm can't supply everything, right? I mean,
right, or it'll just be a house built, which doesn't, and it's not really looking like it's surrounded by any sort of farm or crops or anything that would sustain a food supply.
Mm-hmm. Well,
And it's just
but it turns out, Dominique, that you don't. What's ironic that in Detroit, Los Angeles, Pittsburgh, Boston, you name major metropolitan cities, food deserts, and they're located in low income areas. You won't find any food desert in an affluent neighborhood. They wouldn't be permitted, but we permit it in low income areas. We permit it, but how do you legislate that? You're going to force. What are you going to do? Hold a grocery store chain at gunpoint? Say you got to go into those stores? You're going to create a law to do that? Force them to do it? You can't do it, right?
Mm-hmm. Right.
It's just. But what about the health of those people? We assume that people have access to food. That's not necessarily true. They may not.
Well, it's like I've said over the years, for as much as we've talked about it, for as much as we know, and for as much time as I spend talking to the public, I am acutely aware at times that there is a vast lack of knowledge still.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know how you legislate it. This is where federal government can help. This is where private organizations and institutions can help. I don't know how you correct this. It's a huge problem, and these grocery stores that are in these areas that are economically depressed close early. Store hours prevents them from getting food after like 7 o'clock, 7:30. They're closed, man. Doors are shut. And if you didn't get your food into the house, you're out of luck. So hunter-gathering means a whole different thing in modern society, doesn't it?
It definitely does. It definitely does. It crosses my mind that much of everything we take for granted, whether it's our health, like these people, over 120 people that are going to pass away from heart disease during this particular broadcast, things that are all taken for granted, including the fact that we can drive within a few miles to a grocery store or some other type of store where we can buy fresh fruit, vegetables, an apple, as you said.
I wonder if other retailers like clothing stores and others close early in these food deserts. I wonder.
Do they have clothing stores?
Yeah. There'll be these dollar stores and things like that. What you and I would consider not to be a clothing store is a clothing store for many people. I wonder if do you think the liquor stores close early, the pawn shops close early in these food deserts? Probably not.
I wonder if they're closing early because of a threat to safety.
It is.
Maybe they feel that the later they stay open, the more dangerous it could be.
Yeah, these areas, economically depressed areas. What you have? Crime. So you see that, and I understand it from a business point of view. These businesses are trying to protect their business, and it's dangerous, and they don't want to get robbed, and they don't want people to get killed, and so they close early, man. It's a dilemma. I'm not blaming anybody. It's just a description of the state of affairs. Not good.
Everyone's raving about the newest botanical superstar hitting the store shelves nationwide. Hemp-derived cannabidiol, or CBD, has been receiving a lot of attention for its tremendous promise on human health. Plus, CBD Oil by CV Sciences is the trusted brand setting the standards in this newly emerging category of plant-based extracts, offering a variety of hemp-derived CBD oil products that you can count on. In order to make the highest quality CBD oil products available, it is important to manage every step of the supply chain process, from seed to shelf. That's why, from harvesting our EU-certified hemp seeds, to laboratory testing for quality and safety, to producing our exceptional line of products, we are committed to going the extra mile. It is our commitment to you. Join the CBD evolution. Ask your local natural health retailer about Plus CBD oil products by CV Sciences today. Follow us on Facebook and learn more at pluscbdoil.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Michael Murray with a minute of important health news. One of my all-time favorite natural products is a special extract of licorice known as DGL. DGL is short for deglycyrrhizated licorice, but I tell my patients that it stands for darn good licorice. DGL is made by removing the compound in licorice that can raise blood pressure in some people. Double-blind clinical studies have shown DGL is quite useful in healing stomach and intestinal ulcers. In fact, in head-to-head studies, it has actually outperformed popular anti-ulcer drugs. But rather than inhibit the release of stomach acid, DGL stimulates the normal defense mechanisms that prevent ulcer formation and promote healing. Clinical studies have not only shown DGL to be extremely effective, but also that it is completely without side effects. Clearly, DGL is a better choice.
Are you suffering from those awful allergies? Hay fever, sneezing, watery eyes. Here's some advice you won't want to miss.
I'm a doctor, and my patients used to dread allergy season. But then I discovered A-Vogel Allergy Relief, a unique combination of natural ingredients that usually addresses every one of my patients' symptoms. And while it's clear that the vast majority of my patients benefit significantly from A-Vogel Allergy Relief, what's even more amazing is that after using it, at least half of my patients' symptoms didn't return. As a doctor, that's the kind of outcome my patients and I can appreciate.
Get doctor-recommended A-Vogel Allergy Relief for your allergy symptoms. It's proven safe, it doesn't make you drowsy, it's fast-acting, and it may even help prevent your allergies from returning. Available at vitamin discount centers, Richards, Rollin' Oats, Vitamin Shop, Nutrition Smart, and other fine health food stores.
Energy, energy, and more energy. Everyone needs it. But did you know you can get the energy you need quick through the powers of wild forest extracts? Wild chaga and birch bark were a secret source of energy and power for Russian athletes years ago, making them unbeatable. Now you too can experience real energy and power like you never dreamed possible. Wild chaga is the world's top source of SOD, superoxide dismutase, that critical enzyme that blocks the aging process and keeps your cells healthy. Wild birch extract is the world's top source of betulin, a natural sterol needed by every cell of the body. And healthy cells mean a healthy you, and a more powerful one too. Chaga birch bark is also good for your heart, healthy cholesterol, and even helps build healthy arteries. No wonder it's known as the king of all herbs. So take your Chaga Charge tea with wild birch bark every day and Chaga Max capsules from North American Herb and Spice and get that maximum energy you need. Also available in liquid as Chago Power Drops. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Did you know that the most common form of calcium supplement today is calcium carbonate, also known as limestone? You don't eat rocks as part of your balanced diet, so why would you choose to supplement your bone health nutritional needs with limestone? Our bodies understand and seek whole food sources of nutrition. New Chapter is proud to deliver Bone Strength Take Care, a calcium complex that delivers key bone health nutrients in the form of whole food, not rocks. Bone Strength Take Care also delivers key bone-nourishing nutrients, including vitamins D3 and K2. Vitamin K2 is of critical importance as it ensures calcium is placed in the bone where it's needed and stays out of the arteries where it's not. Discover for yourself the whole food bone health alternative to rocks. Bone Strength Take Care, the best-selling natural bone health supplement in America. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzyme Medica, the enzyme experts. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Welcome back. Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition. If you just tuned in, thanks for doing so. Really appreciate it. We are coast to coast, so the show airs. Boy, my brain is crossed with itself. The show airs at different times in different markets, so you have to check your local listings. My guest is Dominique Ostrander. We're going to be talking about some new developments at Jarrow Formulas that you might be interested in, and I have a comment about an advertisement I heard regarding a particular food product that I consider a supplement, and I won't mention. Just listen for the comment in a second. Dominique, welcome back. I wanted to give one. We'll leave this go here in a second. I wanted to give one concrete example of a food desert in South Bronx in New York. There's a town called Morrisania. It's a small low income neighborhood in the South Bronx, Morrisania. It's one of the poorest neighborhoods in New York City, and it's a designated food desert. What's interesting about Morrisania is that it's only a few miles from the wealthiest neighborhoods in the world. I mean, you could probably walk to them. So it's right on the border, and their diet, the food consistently most of the store's fast and processed food outlets and so on. The rates of obesity and heart disease and diabetes, among other diseases, is far higher in that area and areas like it than in other more affluent areas. So I just wanted to use that as an example. Morrisania in the South Bronx. What if you were a child growing up there, right? Not having access to good food. I mean, I'm just saying, and I'll leave it alone now, but you get my point. I heard a commercial. I will not name the product. I will not name the doctor who said it, and the person who's apparently the inventor of this product. And it's one of these food powdered whole food products. Is supposed to, and the commercial goes, the guy talks about the product, saying that he starts off talking about supplements, and supplements are claimed to help with health. And then he says, and I'm paraphrasing, there is no proof that they work. Mm-hmm. Not only is that inaccurate, that's a damn lie. And that commercial, somebody should call him on it, and that company. That's a misrepresentation when he said and supplement, and there's no proof, no scientific proof that they work in terms of improving health. Is he kidding or what? When I hear that commercial, I get incensed every time I hear it.
Off the air, you'll have to tell me who that is.
It has the name of a particular state, the name of the product. And it's very popular now for companies to come out with what they call whole food powdered food. It's whole food, and it's in a powdered form. I got a news bulletin for that guy. That's a supplement, buddy. It falls within the category of a dietary supplement. I don't know what he's thinking about, but that commercial is outrageous. There's no proof that they contribute to health. Mm-hmm. Which doesn't make my job and your job any easier in trying to convince people and persuade them that dietary supplements serve a purpose, just like pharmaceutical drugs do.
Exactly. But, it's interesting because I think that there are so many great marketing companies versus actually being a substantiated supplement company.
Yeah, that's true.
And I know I encounter it nearly every day as far as what kind of marketing is going on, and particularly with probiotics.
Wait, what gets you in a twist about that?
Well, the fact that they'll take a strain, for example, and they will rename it. So I always use the example of Bifidus regularum, because that sounds like it's going to make you have regular bowel movements. But there's no such strain. They've taken a strain that might have shown efficacy as far as creating motility, and then they rename it, and it becomes, this has Bifidus regularum in it, so this is going to make me go to the bathroom regularly.
So they do a rhetorical sleight of hand. In other words, they invent a Latin name, Bifidus regularum.
Exactly.
You know what? Exactly. I wasn't aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time I've heard that said on. That's the first time anybody has ever said that on this show. They're actually doing that now.
Yeah, exactly. And so that becomes a real issue as far as, because then what happens is you can't look up Bifidus regularum. You can look up the brand of that particular name, like, and it might pull things up, but it's not actually going to pull up the clinicals behind the study. So, like, if you look at Jarrow formulas probiotics, everything is named. For example, like, since we're talking about regular bowel movements, we make a probiotic called Ideal Bowel Support, and the strain in there is called Lactobacillus plantarum 299V. Probiotics should be regulated and are regulated with a first name, a middle name, and a last name. The Lactobacillus is the genera, the species is the plantarum, and the last name differentiating that exact strain is the number that follows it. If your probiotic doesn't have all three listed, that's not a good sign. You should have a first name, a middle name, and a last name. A tremendous amount of probiotic companies are lacking the last name, that differentiating number, which differentiates the strains.
So, what about, I see Bifidus acti regularis, Bifidus regularis, Bifidus digestivum.
Right.
What the hell are they doing? What are they talking about? There's no such strain.
Exactly.
I didn't know that. This is news to me. All right, so I'm here to learn, just like everybody else. This is, wow, that's outrageous. That's outrageous. You got to give them high marks though for trying to be clever, right?
Yeah.
Let's make it sound scientific.
Their meeting table, they're all in like this giant, glass windowed advertising office, and they're all sitting around and, thinking about what can we name this strain that helps people poop regularly.
Oh my God. Bigulus foniaris. How about that?
Exactly.
We'll be back.
the loss of 2 of its members who've been found murdered in a remote area in Jamaica. Ann Clay, a medical coordinator with Teams for Medical Missions, knew both men, Randy Hensel and Harold Nichols.
Statements made during this broadcast regarding products or the claims made about specific products have not been evaluated by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration. Products and treatments discussed are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent disease. Make your physician aware of all nutritional supplements used and immediately notify your physician if you have any health concern or undiagnosed sign or symptom. Let's Talk Nutrition is a health talk show that features scientists, authors, nutrition specialists, personal trainers, holistic healers, and experts in traditional, natural, and integrative medicine. Listen for a chance to win daily prizes and follow Let's Talk Nutrition on Facebook and Instagram at Let's Talk Nutrition or on Twitter at LTN Radio. It's time for some inspiration. Tune in to get fit and healthy. It's time to talk about nutrition. Nutrition for your body, your mind, your spirit. It's time to talk about proper exercise, stress relief, eating well, and supplementation to help. Get ready to take charge of your health because your health is your wealth and the wealth of those who care about and love you. It's time for Let's Talk Nutrition with Dr. Michael Garko. Welcome to the show.
Welcome to Let's Talk Nutrition, wherever and however you may be listening or watching the show and whatever you may be doing. It's great to be with you. We're live, and we do that live 9 to 11 a.m. Eastern Time, Monday through Friday. Show is coast to coast, including Hawaii. It does air at different times in different markets, so you got to check your local listings. Hope you're having a good day, good start to the day, good start to the week. You had a nice weekend, and were able to, take care of yourself a little better. All the things you forgot to do for yourself during the week relative to your health, you got to it on the weekend, moved a little bit, went exercise, went for a walk, do something. Got to work at this, Good health doesn't come like anything in life, just doesn't sort of show up. You have to achieve. You have to work at it. And, of course, that's an obvious thing to say. It's another matter to get it done. Each and every person listening or watching this show knows that. No matter what good intentions you may have, it's still, you can be very motivated. Even when you're motivated, it's tough. Because day in and day out, right? Day in and day out. You got to establish these habits, these routines. It's very, very important to do that. There's nothing wrong with routines. There's nothing wrong with developing these habits. And, of course, we are a constellation of habits, aren't we? Both good and bad. And you hope that ultimately you have more healthy habits than otherwise. But such is not the case too often. And it's not that people have the intentions of developing a bad habit, a healthy habit of one sort or another, a bad healthy habit. Oftentimes it happens out of awareness over time, beginning in childhood. Your relationship with food begins early in life. And that relationship is a long-lasting one. You can't get a divorce from food. You can divorce certain foods, but you always have a relationship. How healthy is it? That's the question. Like even in interpersonal relationships, no relationship is perfect. Neither is a person's relationship with food. There are always things to work on. Imperfections, inconsistencies, ambiguity, all the things that characterize any relationship between you and another person. Same with your relationship with food. And there are many variables that have an impact on that relationship. Some of which are within your span of influence and some that are not. And sometimes people find themselves in situations, there's nothing they can do about it. If you are unfortunately born into a neighborhood, for example, where it's a low income, poor neighborhood, your relationship with food is very, very different than people that live in affluent neighborhoods. And being a member of a neighborhood that's low in income and where it's a virtual food desert, where there are hardly any grocery stores, how do you control that? And you say, well, they can go somewhere else and get it. Really? Maybe they can't afford to. And how do they get there? So you hear what I'm saying. Some things are within our span of influence, others are not. Some things are not. That which we can influence, we should try to do so. And it's as far as I'm concerned, around here, we consider the investment in your health the best investment of your life. Who would not want to? I find it curious that people will invest in stock market, invest in all kinds of things. They should be as vigorous and enthusiastic about investing in their health. My guest is Dominique Ostrander, educated for Jarrow Formulas. Dominique, welcome back. I was thinking about what you said in the first hour, that like with some of these companies will make supplements and they will use rhetorical sleight of hand, like with probiotics, and call it bifidus regularis. There is no such strain, bifidus regularis. This is part of educating me as well as educating listeners and viewers of the show. That must drive Jarrow Rogovan crazy.
Well, as you know, we're a leader in the probiotic industry and have been for 3 decades. So the answer to that question is yes. A lot of what goes on specifically with probiotics does bother Jarrow, and of course he makes sure that there are accurate label claims going on out there, because we have a very high standard that we set for ourselves and for the industry and expect the rest to follow.
And he does what people don't know. Jarrow Rogovan is the president, CEO, and founder of Jarrow Formulas.
And the founder of the International Probiotic Association, I might add.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
And that company, a lot of what it is has been shaped by who he is and what he believes in and so on. What consumers don't know, even people listening and watching this show, he's doing much to protect your ability to walk into a supplement store or some store, vitamin store, health store, whatever you call them, and buy supplements. We take that for granted. In some countries, you can't do that. You need a prescription. You don't have access to the supplements. It's amazing. This is a real luxury that we have. I consider it a gift. And he does a lot to protect it, doesn't he?
Absolutely.
Spends quite a bit of his own money in doing that. Of course, I mean, that helps him in the end, too, because customers and whatnot. But he does it for the industry and for the consumer.
And because it's, for him, I think it's a moral value. He has tremendous integrity.
Yeah. Some would say.
And for his company. And we all feel that. Everybody that works for Jarrow feels that exact same thing.
Some would say almost to a fault. That he's so passionate about it that he's just, I mean, he's out there, boy. You can't hold that guy down. He's amazing. You mentioned Jarrow. Since you brought it up, then which products from Jarrow are the probiotic products? If you could mention them, since you brought it up.
As far as which, we have a vast amount of probiotics.
How many SKUs? How many SKUs do you have?
3. We have a total of 350 plus SKUs
of probiotics.
No. Total SKUs. Probiotics, I think it's around 25 now.
Really?
I think so. And we're launching a new Jarrow for women, and we're also launching a brand new oral probiotic. And those should be out hopefully sometime over the summer.
Let's take the second one first. Most people wouldn't identify a probiotic for the mouth for oral health here.
Right.
Most would have it lower down in the anatomy, somewhere in the intestines. So,
exactly.
Talk about probiotics, oral probiotics. What are these now?
So oral probiotics are to help with, obviously, bad breath, what you would assume it's for. But oral probiotics also help with dental hygiene, not to replace, of course, brushing your teeth, but they also have an effect on your esophagus, your throat. Studies are preliminary, but they're showing promise as far as people with dry mouth, which is an issue, and as a result of having a dry mouth, they're having dental issues because of it. So oral probiotics have a place. People that are prone to thrush, for example, can benefit highly from an oral probiotic. And again, a lot of times thrush is due to a dry mouth, not just antibiotic therapy, but medications that are causing a dry mouth.
What about periodontal disease?
And periodontal disease as well. We know the correlation between periodontal disease and cardiovascular disease. So a probiotic systemically will help modulate a inflammatory response.
Do you happen to know, we're headed into some messages. Do you happen to know the Latin names for some of the strains for the mouth?
L. plantarum, it's CECT.
We'll be right back.
Feeling tired after your meal? Occasional gas, bloating, or indigestion at inopportune times? You may have an enzyme deficiency. Did you know that many common digestive discomforts can be caused by poor digestion? When food isn't completely digested, it begins to ferment in the digestive tract, which may cause uncomfortable symptoms. Digest Gold, America's #1 selling enzyme product, offers unparalleled support for your digestive needs. It contains exclusive blends of enzymes optimized to be 3 times stronger and work more than 6 times faster than other leading digestive supplements. With just 1 capsule per meal, Digest Gold offers support to break down carbohydrates, fats, fiber, and protein. Enzymedica products are all natural, vegetarian, contain absolutely no fillers, and are vegan and kosher when possible. You'll find Digest Gold and other Enzymedica products at fine health food stores near you. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Feel tired, lethargic, or irritable? Take solace. You're one of millions of Americans that has trouble falling asleep or staying asleep. In fact, according to a national survey, 54% of adults have trouble sleeping. So what can you do about it? Take Solace. Solace is an all-natural dietary supplement formulated to support healthy sleep and relaxation. Solace can help you fall asleep and stay asleep naturally. Formulated with all-natural ingredients, Solace is non-addictive and won't leave you feeling groggy in the morning. Take Solace an hour before bed and feel the calming effects of this extensively researched sleep and relaxation aid. For more information on Solace, call toll-free 877-533-7066 or visit takesolace.com. That's 877-533-7066 or take SOLUS.com. Look for Solace in your local health and nutrition store. Solace, for a good night's rest naturally.
The ever-increasing stress and toxicity we are exposed to from our environment, diets, and lifestyles make internal cleansing a necessary part of a good health regimen. Founded in 1980, Yerba Prima was the first company to launch a whole-body internal cleansing kit. Since that time, they have continued to develop and manufacture a complete range of all-natural, high-quality fiber and internal cleansing products. By using all-natural psyllium fiber and no harmful stimulant laxatives, all Yerba Prima fiber and internal cleansing products can be used over a long period of time to ensure optimal health and regularity. With nearly 30 years dedicated to all-natural cleansing products, it's easy to see why Yerba Prima is a leader in the fiber and cleansing products category. Learn more at yerbaprima.com, YERBAPRIMA.com, or visit your local health retailer. Yerba Prima, pioneer in internal cleansing products.
The latest trend to hit the store shelves has the whole country buzzing. Cannabidiol, or CBD, might just be the greatest discovery of our generation, and it comes from a plant that is not so new, agricultural hemp. Yes, after 70 years of prohibition and misunderstanding, hemp is back to help you stay healthy and balanced. Growing research is showing that we have a lot to learn from the remarkable hemp plant. Nutrient-rich products like Plus CBD Oil's Total Plant Complex concentrated products provide broad-spectrum nutrition, including fatty acids, plant sterols, cannabinoids, terpenes, and naturally occurring vitamin E. From seed to shelf, all Plus CBD Oil products provide the highest quality hemp-derived CBD products available and are offered in a variety of delivery systems and flavors to suit your needs. Ask your local independent health food store about Plus CBD Oil products by CV Sciences today and learn more about the CBD evolution at pluscbdoil.com. That's pluscbdoil.com.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Nubian Heritage, Global Healing, Modern Wellness, VSN, Finish First, Nordic Naturals, pure and great tasting omega oils, Jarrow Formulas, superior nutrition and formulation, Natural Factors, where great health begins, Kyolic, aging makes the finest garlic truly odorless, A. Vogel, Europe's leading brand of herbal medicine. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Streptococcus mutans. That doesn't even sound good. Welcome back to Let's Talk Nutrition. Streptococcus mutans. No, that's not the name of a new horror movie. What is Streptococcus mutans? It's sometimes called S mutans. Well, they are one of the major pathogens involved in what? What do you think? Tooth decay, cavities, caries, whatever you want to call them. Streptococcus mutans. Little did you know. And here you thought it was the candy. It is. My guess is Dominique Ostrander. We're talking about probiotics. It turns out that they have a new product going to be coming out for oral health, and it's a probiotic. Some people think, well, wait a second. I thought probiotics were for the digestive system. Well, your mouth is part of the digestive system, man. It begins there and ends at the other end. You know the other end. Dominique, welcome back. The other end. This is interesting. Strains, you got bifidobacterium, you have lactobacillus strains, Saccharomyces cerevisiae, all these different strains. I guess there are strains that are specific for the mouth to fight this Streptococcus mutans.
Mm-hmm. There is. So the two strains that we're using in our new oral probiotic, which have a very synergistic combination, is Lactobacillus plantarum and CECT 7481, and a Lactobacillus brevis CECT 7480. And both are isolated from human oral microbiota, and basically these they exhibit various functional properties that are promoting oral and dental health. They're both low acid producing strains, which will protect the enamel and the dentin in your mouth, on your teeth. Mm-hmm. They have superior adherence. So as far as being able to adhere to the oral cavity, your teeth, your tongue, your gums.
So they help with bad breath. They help with periodontal disease. They help with tooth decay. Mm-hmm. So you'll get more kisses.
Yes.
That's a good way to promote it.
Uh-huh.
You want a kiss?
That's actually excellent. Yes,
right?
Get more kisses.
That'll
be a great advertising campaign for us. Thank you.
Exactly. People say, yeah, tooth decay, periodontal disease, bad. I'll get more kisses. Where do I get that? Sign me up. My romantic life will get better.
I'm going to make that suggestion to my home office.
That's what you tell them. Say, Dr. Garko has an idea that he thinks we ought to put some romance into this oral probiotic.
Yeah, there you go.
More kisses with, what's the name of the product?
Right now, it's our new Jarrow oral probiotic.
More kisses with Jarrow oral probiotic. Guaranteed. You won't be able to keep it in stock.
That's right, exactly.
So this is interesting. How aware do you think the general public is about oral probiotics?
Not.
Not so much.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. Digestive, I think more and more and more, but not an oral probiotic.
When are you all coming out with this product?
Hopefully this summer. Hopefully by sometime over the summer it's going to launch.
And these particular strains they live in the oral cavity, in the mouth and the throat.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent. All right, so I'll get my mitts on some of those. And we'll see if my romantic life improves. Maybe. There's always room for improvement, Dominique.
This is true.
Listen, I'll gargle with holy water. I don't care. Whatever it takes. With all due respect to the holy water. When you was a little boy, you go into church, you see the holy water, and I often wondered, I said, I wonder if they got this out of the faucet, or where they got this water from. What made it holy? Never mind. What else is new on the horizon?
Well, we did recently launch, and this is now available. We launched our new MCT oil. So
you have to tell me what that means. It sounds like you're some transit code to get on a train.
Exactly. So MCT is medium chain triglycerides, or medium chain fatty acids is another way of saying it. Anytime someone says triglycerides, they also mean fatty acids.
So this is a kind of fat.
It is. It's a fatty acid, but medium. But the difference between this kind of fat is the length of the carbon molecules. So medium chain triglycerides are exactly that. They're medium chain. They're anywhere from 6 to 12 carbon molecules in a chain. So you have short chain, and then you also have long chain. Mm-hmm. So MCT oil, our MCT oil, is made from your MCTs from caprylic and capric fatty acids. Okay,
when we come back, you can explain to everybody why MCTs are good. It's a fat. You don't want to eliminate fats from your diet. You want to include the healthy fats. Some people will really swear by these MCTs for a lot of different reasons. They'll say it's done this, it's done that for them, and there's research to support it. So if you're not familiar with MCTs, medium chain triglycerides, you're going to learn a thing or two here in a moment. And Jarrow's coming out with a new MCT product. You'll see when you hear about how it can serve your health. Very interesting.
Looking for the perfect complement to your beauty regimen? Try Form Essentials Zinnia. The finest of its kind, Zinnia offers twice as much biotin as other formulas, which has proven to unlock the vibrancy in even the dullest of hair, skin, and nails. Zinnia breaks through and rejuvenates cells internally, helping you achieve the allure of effortless beauty. Reviving your hair, skin, and nails has never been easier. This essential blend of biotin, alpha-lipoic, and hyaluronic acid, collagen, and vitamin C creates lasting enhancements to your natural good looks. Don't go on wondering, you're worth the results. This combination of ingredients can only be found in Zinnia. Pamper yourself with a proven bit of affordable luxury and start looking your best. Ask for Zinnia by name at your nearest vitamin retailer to begin your journey to restored nails, head-turning hair, and radiant skin today. For more information, visit formessentials.com.
When your alarm goes off, do you jump out of bed with excitement? Or does it take multiple alarms, a few snooze buttons, or a morning caffeine fix to get you going? These habits and daily stress cause a vicious cycle in which sleep becomes increasingly elusive. In fact, 54% of Americans report struggles to fall or stay asleep. For a better night's rest, look no further than Solace, an all-natural dietary supplement that supports healthy sleep and relaxation, so you get the rest you need to wake up clear-eyed, alert, and ready for the day. Solace has given thousands a better night's rest and the power to take back their mornings while enjoying the day ahead of them. Solace is formulated with non-addictive, scientifically proven, all-natural ingredients that support sleep and relaxation, such as melatonin, tryptophan, and 5-HTP. For more information or to order Solace, visit takesolace.com. Solace for healthy sleep naturally.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Natrol, Own Your Health, Alga Life, Algae for Life, NeoCell, the true science of collagen, CV Sciences, from seed to shelf. New Chapter, the benefit of nature's wisdom. Yerba Prima, pioneers in internal cleansing. Form Essentials, makers of the sleep aid Solace. Now introducing Zinnia for healthy hair, skin, and nails. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
So probiotics for your oral health. Jarrow Formula is coming out with a new one. This is interesting. They're also coming out with another one, a new one for women. Welcome back, Dominique. Dominique Ostrander is my guest educator for Jarrow Formulas. What's this new strain or new product for women?
Okay, so our new Jarrow for women, we're coming out with two, same 4 strains, but one is going to be 10 billion, which is the refrigerated version, and then 5 billion, which is a shelf-stable. And basically, these 4 strains are clinically proven to create a very healthy vaginal microflora ecosystem. And these strains were originally isolated from the vaginal tracts of healthy women and clinically tested for efficacy to helping maintain the protective native vaginal flora. And specifically, the species are prevalent and dominant species of vaginal microbiota. So here's what's interesting. They were isolated in the last trimester of pregnant women because we know that vaginal microflora is susceptible to hormonal changes, which is why many times women will get yeast infections prior to their menstrual cycle. And so when we isolated these strains, they came from women, very healthy women's vaginas that were not affected by hormone levels in the last trimester of pregnancy. And these 4 strains dominate. And again, labeled first name, middle name, last name.
What will be the name of the product?
Jarrow for women.
I couldn't have thought of a better title myself.
Right.
Certainly not for men. They don't have that kind of anatomy.
Right, exactly.
Interesting. Just wanted to mention that because we had forgotten to mention it. Now, going back to these MCTs, medium chain triglycerides. These are fat. And if you want to know where they come from, typically coconut oil, palm oil, dairy fat. Studies show that they've been known to lower weight, decrease metabolic syndrome, help moderate abdominal obesity, lower inflammation markers, among other things, decrease appetite when taken before a meal. I can tell you more. So are you a fan of these or not?
I am a fan. I think that they have a very specific place. I think that there are people that are on low carb diets, for example, and that could be not necessarily like a trend, but people that, for example, are diabetic, that could benefit from an MCT oil.
Why?
Whether they're
Why do MCTs help people who are on a low carb diet? Carbs are carbs, fat is fat.
Well, for one thing, MCTs go directly to the liver where they actually raise metabolism and they're burned for energy. So, and that's without using your muscle glycogen stores. So the reason why that's important is for people that are on low carb diets and ketogenic diets is because chances are they've depleted a lot of their muscle glycogen stores from not taking in any carbohydrates.
And so where are they getting their energy from then?
Right, exactly. They almost become catabolic because then what happens over time is your body breaks down muscle tissue, and then that becomes very hard on your kidneys, and there's all kinds of other side effects of.
And it's breaking down the muscle tissues. It's using amino acids and turning them into glucose. That's why. That's what she means when she said your body becomes catabolic. It's feeding off itself.
Exactly. And so, which again, it's ironic that without going into a whole other show, but there are benefits of that. We know that there is increased cognitive function on ketogenic diets, and besides keeping blood sugar stable, there's benefits. However, the lack of energy is profound. And so MCTs are a great way to combat that, for example.
Now,
MCTs are also part of that. And again, I hate to be part of a trend, but it is part of sort of that bulletproof kind of diet where we're having high-octane coffee with butter and things like that. And because we realize now that these fats are very beneficial. These fats, not fats from, like, fattening desserts, for example. Those, cheesecake, that's not beneficial.
Mm-hmm. Some of the clinical trials show that when MCTs are taken during pregnancy, they can have an epigenetic effect in that it will prevent the child, the fetus, the child when the fetus is once born, to have a lower propensity for obesity later in life. These MCTs decrease triglyceride cholesterol levels and raise the HDL, studies show. And they can be digested relatively easy. You don't experience any much gastrointestinal distress with these, right?
Right, exactly. They're really well tolerated, really well tolerated.
I know. Go ahead, please.
Well, I was going to say that one of the questions that comes up is, well, why would I take this versus coconut oil? And coconut oil is predominantly lauric acid, which is great. Lauric acid has all kinds of benefits.
Mm-hmm.
Coconut oil occurs naturally in nature. MCT oil is manufactured. There are benefits to both. There's very little lauric acid in our MCT. It's not absent, but it's a very small amount. Where in coconut oil, for example, it's about 50% lauric acid. And then you have the other C carbons, the capric, caprylic, and caproic acid, all present in coconut.
These are saturated fats, by the way.
Correct.
Not all saturated fats were created by Lucifer. Okay.
Right.
Just so we know. You can tell my Catholic school training, it weaves its way into my nutritional sin. You hear it all. I can't help myself. I'm sorry. But it works for me. That's how I remember. Don't do this. Don't do that. Eat this, not that. This is interesting stuff. I know people that have lost a ton of weight. Now, granted, they were doing some extreme things on the other end of nutritional scale, but they were heavy dosing with MCTs, and they lost all kind of weight. I wouldn't recommend that, but they've been known to moderate weight, haven't they, or help people lose weight.
Mm-hmm.
I know,
and I wonder if part of that actually has to do with a satiety factor, something between like a signaling to the brain, more than just the physiological process of it. I think it's a whole involved process involved with that.
Probably satiety. It may have some metabolic effect. I don't know if the metabolic rate gets amplified or ticks up a little bit. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. But we come back, we'll talk more about these medium chain triglycerides.
Exclusively from Natural Factors.
I'm Dr. Michael Murray. I'm very excited to have the opportunity to talk with you about PGX, a truly revolutionary natural product that works perfectly to help get at the core issues that make weight loss so difficult. PGX is a clinically proven way to help people to achieve their ideal body weight that is safe and natural. PGX leads to a dramatic reduction in the glycemic index of any food or meal. It also ultimately causes the release of compounds that achieve two important goals in weight loss. One, telling your brain that you're satisfied so you eat less, and two, improving the action of the hormone insulin. If you've ever tried to lose weight and failed, it's not your fault. You just need the tremendous support that PGX can provide. For more information on making your weight loss dream a near effortless reality, please go to pgx.com.
Did you know that when it comes to supporting whole body health, there's an herbal supplement that may be as important as your daily multivitamin? Discover Zyflamend Whole Body from New Chapter, formulated to support a whole body healthy inflammation response, an ongoing natural process and part of the body doing its job. We often think of the inflammation response as something we can feel, such as where there are sensitive nerve endings. But did you know that we can also have an inflammation response we can't feel? And whether we are aware of it or not, our inflammation response can affect the whole body. Zyflamend is a patented blend of 10 remarkable herbs, including pure and potent turmeric, that help balance and support your body's natural, healthy inflammation response for overall health and wellness. And it's clinically tested. Discover the premier herbal supplement for whole body health from New Chapter, Zyflamend Whole Body. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Available at your local fine health food store.
At Country Life Vitamins, we've been helping people live happy, healthy lives since 1971, and we believe integrity should always be our #1 ingredient. We are committed to this belief because you deserve high-quality nutrition, specifically crafted with the highest standards to support your health. Country Life's manufacturing facility is an NSF GMP-registered facility, as well as USDA certified organic, so you can feel good about the products you're taking. Country Life Vitamins is also the first supplement company in the United States to have a complete line of products certified gluten-free. That's over 500 products. Country Life Vitamins' pledge of integrity is based on 5 standards: authenticity, cleanliness, freshness, consistency, and accuracy. Ask for Country Life's top-selling products, such as Coenzyme B Advanced for increased energy or Flex Able for joint health. Country Life Vitamins' commitment to ensure all of our products are pure, wholesome, gluten-free supplements full of natural goodness provides peace of mind with the knowledge you are using a brand you can trust.
Are you waking up each day to the life you have to live or to the life you want to live? Better health shouldn't be left to chance. Smart choices to living longer and stronger include making Kyolic aged garlic extract a part of your daily routine. For years, medical researchers have recommended adding Kyolic to the diet as a powerful tool to enhancing overall heart and immune health. Recent clinical studies at UCLA Medical Center using Kyolic suggest that garlic may slow plaque formation in the arteries and support healthy cholesterol and homocysteine levels. Previous research also shows Kyolic may enhance your immune system defenses. Kyolic is organic, odorless, and the only antioxidant garlic supplement available worldwide. Maintaining a healthier you could extend your life. Your wellness begins with Kyolic aged garlic extract. Available everywhere fine nutritional supplements are sold. Visit Kyolic.com. That's KYOLIC.com. Or call 1-800-421-2998 for a free sample today.
When you're passionate about your health, that passion leads to the knowledge that exercise and a healthy diet are not always enough. Sometimes you need the extra nutritional boost that only supplements can provide. If you are looking for the leading national brands of vitamins, supplements, health and beauty, weight loss, or sports nutrition products, look no further than Vitamin Discount Center. Voted best independent chain by Vitamin Retailer Magazine, Vitamin Discount Center has been a trusted and valuable nutrition resource to the Tampa Bay area for over 15 years. With daily savings up to 50%, Vitamin Discount Center offers the best prices on the highest quality nutritional supplements. Not only will you find unbeatable value, your visit includes access to a staff educated on the application of products to help equip you with the products and information you need to proactively improve your health. To locate the store nearest you, visit vitamindiscountcenter.com, as well as access to articles on popular health topics, promotions, events, and thousands of products to shop from right at home. Your search for an affordable solution to better health is finally over. Vitamin Discount Center. For life, for less.
Let's Talk Nutrition is brought to you by Now Foods. Our products work. American Biotech Labs, your daily immune system support. Renew Life, the digestive care company. Country Life, a leader and authority in natural health and nutrition. Enzymedica, the enzyme experts. Nutrix Hawaii, more nutrition, better health, purely Hawaiian. North American Herb and Spice, the only oregano oil you can take on a daily basis. Let's Talk Nutrition on the web at letstalknutrition.com. We're back from the break, so let's rejoin Dr. Michael Garko.
Where did the time go? My God. I could do another hour here easy. Here's the LTN health question of the day. According to the Centers for Disease Control, they're pretty reputable. Heart disease is still the #1 killer in the United States, both for men and women. about 600, this is unbelievable. Think about this. 610,000 people, Americans, die of heart disease every year. Wow. Here's the question. How often does someone have a heart attack in the United States? Every 13 seconds? Excuse me, every 23 seconds, every 43 seconds, or every 63 seconds? How often does someone have a heart attack? How often? What is the rate of having a heart attack in the United States? Every 23, every 43, or every 63 seconds? I gave the answer earlier. 877-897-8255. 877-897-8255. If you go to my website, I have some recent articles that I put up there that I wrote on heart health, cardiovascular health, and coronary heart disease. And I put them up there because I knew along the way I was going to be talking about heart disease, and I would have some references there for you to read. So you might go to letstalknutrition.com, click on media, and you'll find it. How frequently what's the rate of having a heart attack in the United States? Every 23, 43, or 63 seconds. Dominique, welcome back. These medium chain triglycerides, my instinct was right about them. There are some trials to show that it enhances thermogenesis, which is the burning of fat. Not only does it increase satiety, but it also helps burn fat. So they enhance thermogenesis, they increase satiety, and they have a lower calorie count than long chain fatty acids. So you get a triple benefit from these kinds of fats.
Mm-hmm. Exactly, and they're actually easier to digest than long chain fatty acids.
MCTs.
So some people have MCTs, exactly. They really do have a place, and most American diets are lacking in these kinds of saturated fats. These kinds.
Now, is Jarrow coming out with a new product called MCTs?
We have it. It's in stores now. It's available. It's called Jarrow MCT oil.
What's the name of it again?
Jarrow MCT oil.
Jarrow MCT oil.
Mm-hmm.
Simple enough. Couldn't have thought of a better title myself. That's twice today. Let's go to Lenora in Tampa, Florida. Lenora, welcome to the show.
Hi, Dr. Garko.
How are you today?
Oh, good. Perfect.
Have you ever taken MCTs?
The
medium chain.
Antibiotics?
No, the medium chain triglycerides. Have you ever taken those?
No.
No.
I don't know much about them. I take a lot of vitamins. I take everything. But I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
I don't have to get familiar with
I don't know. Depends. If you're trying to lose some weight, they can be very helpful. They can provide energy. They're very good.
Oh, okay. I have a weight problem. That's why I'm not into the. Okay.
So, how frequently does someone have a heart attack, or someone die in the United States from a heart attack? Every 23 seconds, every 43 seconds, or every 63 seconds?
I think 23 seconds.
Well, not quite that frequently, unfortunately. Wrong answer, but fortunately, it's not that frequently. But this, you've won before, though. I remember you won it.
I have, yes.
Well, this time, not so much, but that's okay, and you can always call me back, right?
All right, I will.
Thanks, Lenora. Let's go to Wisconsin Rapids, Wisconsin, where the show airs. And Gary, welcome to the show. It's great to have you on.
Hey, thank you very much.
How are you today?
Pretty nice.
Good. So we know it's not 23 seconds. What's the frequency rate of dying from a heart attack in the United States? Every 43 or every 63 seconds?
I'm going to go 43.
43 is right. You're exactly right. Congratulations, Gary. You won a $25 supplement gift card. You know, every 43 seconds, that's almost one every minute. I'm on the air for 2 hours. So in the span of this show today, more than 120 people died from a heart attack. Heart disease, we're very susceptible as humans go. We're susceptible to heart disease. And we talk a lot about that on this show. Visit my website at letstalknutrition.com. Read my articles on heart disease. Congratulations, Gary. Thank you so much for listening to the show. I appreciate you listening and your listenership. Thank you.
Do you want my address?
No, yes, we do. I'm going to sign off, but you talk to my producer, Steven, and he'll get all the information from you, okay? Okay. You got him? You have him? Okay. Welcome back, Dominique.
Thank you.
So, have you ever used MCTs?
No, and I'm starting.
Oh, you are? I saw you in the gym the other day. If you lose any more weight, all I'll see is a pile of clothes.
You sound like my mom.
Yeah.
No, I for energy and everything, and getting older. I just celebrated my 49th birthday, so it's not as easy.
What day was your birthday?
April 12th.
Mine was April 22nd.
Yes.
Yeah. So you were 49.
Yes.
I'm surprised you self-disclosed that on the air.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I'm not as old as you, so it's okay.
What's that?
I'm not as old as you, so it's okay.
Wow.
But you know what? I really hope to look as good as you. Really, it's crazy. I know everyone always tells you that, but really, it's amazing. And the fact that and I will say this, your muscle tone and your muscularity is impressive.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't know what to say to that.
No, really, it really is. It's a testimony to hard work and good nutrition.
Yeah, it's nutrition, diet, exercise, trying to lead a good life, try to do it right way. It's not easy. I appreciate your compliments. Thank you so much. I do appreciate it. It's formaldehyde. That's my secret. I'm infused with formaldehyde once a week. I'm not that old, damn it. Thanks for tuning in. It's great. It's great to be with you guys. Your health is your wealth, and your health is the wealth of those that care about and love you. Jarrow formulas, they're great.